Well, guys and girls, boy do I have something exciting to show you today. The brand new Tiny-W by SPYPOINT. I tell you what, guys, this camera is going to absolutely change the way you and I use trail cameras. It's going to make you want to take all your other cameras out of the woods and get rid of them. Well, guys, here's the deal. I'm going to break this camera step by step down and show you why this is the superior camera on the market. Well, guys, the first step, the black box. You're going to be able to take this thing, hide it within 50 feet around your camera. Me personally, I get about 100 out of mine. I'm using them on some field locations and some open terrain. It's all going to depend on where you hunt. If it's a little more open, you'll probably be able to get a little bit more out of it. Test it out. SPYPOINT recommend 50 feet, so that's what we're going to stick with here today. Okay, how it works is your trail camera is going to take the picture, send it to the black box. Your black box is going to be where all your backup photos are stored. You're going to have an SD card in the camera. You're going to have an SD card in the black box. Okay, guys, here's where it gets great. Just imagine you don't have to go in there and disturb that area around your camera. You're going to be able to get within 50 feet, pull the SD card out of the black box, and guess what? You won't have to go near that area where your camera is. Number two, if you have somebody stealing your cameras, here's the way to end it. You're going to be able to, they're going to come in there, they're going to take the camera, think they got your camera. Well, guess what? You're going to have a picture of them sitting 50 feet away. You're going to be able to show that to the cops, the game warden, whoever, and correct that issue. Also for surveillance, if you got somebody snooping around the house, it's another way. Kind of put that camera out as bait. They think they got something, but guess what? You got their picture. Next, we're going to cover why the Tiny-W has no trigger time. Trigger time. Guys, I tell you what, this is one of the most important factors before you run out and buy a trail camera. The SPYPOINT Tiny-W eliminated trigger speed. I tell you why. They put two sensors, motion detector sensors, at 70 degrees on each side of the camera. What's that do? As soon as that detector's tripped, it allows the camera to turn on immediately, get the 5-zone sensor system ready, and it allows it to trigger when that animal's in center frame, exactly what you want. You may think the camera that you have is working. Well, ask yourself this. Do you have it on a bait pile? Do you have it on a mineral site? That's a different animal, because what you're doing is you're dictating where that animal's going to be. If you put it on a deer trail or a field edge, you're going to need a camera with no trigger speed at all or hardly any. The Tiny-W is your camera for this setup. Now, guys, what we're going to go into is the time-lapse setting on the SPYPOINT Tiny-W. Well, guys, the time-lapse setting, one of my favorite settings. I tell you what, guys, you put that camera on time-lapse, what it does is it disables the motion detectors, allows that camera to take a picture wherever you want to set it, whether it's 30 seconds all the way up to 60 minutes. What's that going to do for you? How can it help you? Well, guys, you put it out on a food plot, your bait pile, a large field. It's meant to cover a lot of ground. So if you got that thing set on 1 minute, it's going to take a picture every minute. It's going to allow you to see where he's coming in and where he's leaving. It's going to allow you to adjust your setup and cash in on that big buck. Guys, I tell you what, when you're covering a large area, the time-lapse setting is the way to go. Now we're going to cover some more features of the Tiny-W. Guys, the Tiny-W by SPYPOINT has so many features. Let me go over a few more. The 8 megapixel quality of the image. Guys, I tell you what, you're going to have no distortion. It's not going to be blurry. You're going to be able to see whether it's that big buck you've been chasing all year or a new one that showed up. Also, has a 2.4-inch viewing screen. Guys, you'll be able to pop that camera up, take it up to your deer stand, check through your pictures, see if that big boy's been in there. Guys, it also runs off of 6 AA batteries. The black box runs off of 6 AA batteries. Also, it's got a sliding mount, makes it really super easy to pop in and out. It's a very small unit, so you'll be able to hide it very easily. Also, guys, it has a solar panel option. You'll be able to plug that solar panel in, position it to the sun, and you're not going to have to go in there and disturb that area around your camera. You'll be able to check your black box. Guys, you need to check them out. www.spypoint.com. Check out the Tiny-W.
Get the point? Get SPYPOINT.